Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining Candid Media every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. And thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do share it with your friends and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for your support. Jaydev joins us in this session. Welcome, Jaydev.
Good evening to all of you once again.
Yeah. So, friends, I'd like to first of all congratulate you on two fronts. One is the Boycott Bollywood campaign. Because of this, a lot of the theaters have closed down, and a lot of the stars, superstars, are sitting and twiddling their thumbs or holidaying in Maldives and other places, UK and other places. So that's one achievement that you have made. And the second achievement is when you all came in saris and the men cheered on when a woman was not allowed in a sari in the Aquila restaurant. So this is the power of social media. As news goes, South Delhi restaurant that denied entry to a sari-clad lady last week has been shut after civic authorities issued it a closure notice for operating without a trade license. Officials said on Wednesday. South Delhi Municipality Corporation Mayor Mukesh Suryan confirmed that the restaurant has been closed. The Aquila restaurant was operating without a proper license. It has now been shut after we issued a closure notice. We're also exploring other actions, including imposing a penalty in accordance with the DMC, which is the Delhi Municipal Corporation Act, against the eatery as it was functioning without approval from the civic body, Surin told media. Now, the SDMC official said that a closure notice was issued to the Aquila restaurant located at Ansal Plaza in Andrewsganj on September 24th for operating without a valid license. The closure notice said the area public health inspector found what he found during a check on September 21st that the facility is running without a health trade license and under unhygienic conditions. It also flagged alleged encroachment on public land. The public health inspector again inspected the site on September 24th and found that the trade is running under the same condition. You are directed to close the trade within 48 hours of the receipt of this notice, failing which suitable action, including sealing, will be taken without assigning further notice. The SDMC notice issued to the restaurant owner. In his response on September 27th, the owner said, "I've closed down the above said trade license under insanitary condition from health point of view and create nuisance." In a social media post last week, a woman was denied entry into the restaurant because she was wearing a sari. The woman had also posted a short video of her argument with the restaurant staff alongside a couple of pictures of her in a sari. Now, here, something, Jaydev, I'd like to tell the viewers is that, see, there's something very suspicious about the fact that the Delhi municipal is saying that it is because of a health reason. Okay, there is something more to it. Did they find this only now? Okay, and have they found it for any other restaurants? Now, see, there is something bigger in the picture, and I'm sure that bigger thing is the massive protest by all Indian women some of who went into the restaurant with saris, and most of them on social media. So let us not be fooled by the fact that, see, it is a health issue, and suddenly the municipality woke up to check the restaurant and see that it is unhygienic. What do you say, Jaydev?
Yeah, see, one thing I don't understand is what is the Delhi municipality doing? Like, it should have very strict, checks, right, for
Yes.
restaurant licenses as far as it's concerned. And also, I mean, this land is being encroached. That's what I read from the
Yeah.
article.
Yes.
And so, like, clearly, this restaurant has many. How is it running in the first place, right?
Yeah.
So we have to
Now,
question the Delhi
what
government.
I'm asking
Yeah,
is the timing seems very suspicious.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
just a few days from after the protest, they suddenly come with a checking. So something about the Delhi municipality, especially because, see, it's a government running under up.
Hmm.
So the suspicion is very much there. Whenever they do it, it's like Vasuli. They want to make money. So I don't know whether they are going to take money from them and then open it again. So you never know that. Okay. But I'm 100% sure this was not because of the health issue, but because of the protest. Some higher ups have told them to close the restaurant. That's it. you know.
Yeah, I mean, unless the owner of Aquila Restaurant has some strong political support, how does he have so much of confidence that he will deny, I mean, he will put his own rules that women are not allowed to enter in saris, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
first of all, it's a encroached land. He doesn't have a proper license, right? Like,
But
how do you get
remember,
all that
but
confidence, right?
yeah, but remember the same
Yeah,
man, this owner,
yes,
he abused our prime
exactly. Our
minister
prime minister,
openly on
yes,
Twitter, and he used four-lettered words. Can you imagine someone using it on a prime minister?
absolutely.
So
So,
that shows his culture. And of course, if it's dirty, perhaps
not
it
only
reflects his culture also.
No, no, not only culture, he's supported by someone powerful, whoever that is,
Yeah,
in the
correct.
politics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And because it's up, we have our doubts.
absolutely.
Okay. In the second piece of news, in the Sushant Singh Rajput case, the latest news is that the late actor's absconding friend, Kunal Jani, has been arrested by the NCB. You remember this guy was missing for some time. It was almost more than a year. Now, see, it's a year and perhaps 3 months since Sushant died. The late actor's fans and his family members, still struggling to find out the truth behind the demise. But a new development in this case has once again brought this case to the headline. According to the latest news in media, NCB has arrested SSR's friend Kunal Jani in Khar. He was his close friend and was absconding. And now we don't know whether he was his close friend. So that's again media playing up. As per the tweet shared by media on their official Twitter handle, the tweet said drugs cases related to the death of actor SSR, NCB arrested hotelier Kunal Jani from Mumbai's Khar area. He was a close friend of Rajput and was absconding. It was only last month that the NDPS court had rejected the bail plea of SSR's flatmate and friend, not friend, again, that's something that the media say, flatmate and employee, Siddharth Pitani, once again. His lawyer, Tariq Syed, had confirmed this development. The zonal director of NCB revealed that the reason behind the court dismissing Pitani's plea was that they didn't find any merit in the plea. Now, one thing I'd like to tell the viewers is that this guy, this Kunal Jani, is seen with people like Ekta Kapoor,
Hmm.
with SRK and his wife Gauri. So, of course, you will know the connects from there. Okay, moving on to you, Jaydev. See, there's breaking news coming from Karnataka, which is not very surprising because we've been seeing this all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only the Bollywood film industry, like a lot of things are going on in the Telugu film industry and also, down south.
The
So,
Kannada.
yeah, breaking news from Karnataka is that the TV actress Saujanya is said to have committed suicide, and the report goes like that she hangs herself to death in her Bangalore apartment. She cites, I mean, it cites mental illness and deteriorating health in her suicide note. A suicide note was found in her room, wherein she repeatedly kept apologizing to her parents for taking such a drastic step. She cited mental illness and weak health for ending her life. So, Kannada TV actress, she was found dead now in her Bangalore apartment in the Kumbal Godu area. Now, she was 25 years of age, and the police found the mortal remains of the actress on Thursday morning, and an investigation regarding her suicide is currently underway. Now, a suicide note was also found in a room wherein she repeatedly kept apologizing to her parents for taking such a drastic step. Now, her three-page note has written that her mental illness and health conditions were killing her from the inside. She felt so low that she couldn't handle it anymore and decided to end her life. She said that she is the only person responsible for her actions and asked for forgiveness from her family. Now, why does such a media report and from the police ring a bell? Because we know now not to believe in such reports from either of them. Experience in Maharashtra, especially Mumbai, has proven never believe it when a police declare a death or suicide without even any form of investigation or post-mortem report. This has happened in Siddharth's case, SSR case, Disha case, and also Jia Khan's case. So yeah, I mean, it all seems a pattern. Like like why are many actresses that to outsiders? Why are they said to have committed suicide? Right?
And this girl is only
Yeah.
25 years. I mean, she has not even lived her life. And as you know, Sandalwood is the hub for drugs. There were many people who were caught. You remember, even It was Vivek Oberoi's brother-in-law who was caught for
Yes.
drugs. And then there were top actresses who were caught for drugs and tested for drugs. They were put in prison. So there is the same. I feel it's the same cabal that's working in Karnataka as well. And these innocent young girls become the prey for these predators. Okay, moving on to the big boss. Big boss, and Ria. So why do we see a link between Ria and the big boss? What is the link? Now, the news is that Big Boss has offered accused number one in SSR case and out on bail Ria Chakravarti 35 lakhs per week to appear on the show. Now, why does it seem far fetched? The first thing is that the law will not permit her to appear, is very clear. Otherwise, she would have been there already doing some sort of item dance also. So it's a PR team and the big boss host who's trying to trick people and make them feel that they if we ignore her, then they will give her enough importance. So the media goes like this. Anyway, eyeballs were raised when Ria Chakravarti was offered a whopping sum of 35 lakhs per week for Big Boss 15. Many thought of it as a great opportunity for the actress to revamp her career, just not that the huge sum offered to her would have compensated for everything that she missed out financially last year. But it seems she has decided to turn down the offer, which we friends know is a huge lie. Because when they say revamp her career, she never had a career in the first place. The only flop movie that she had was Mahesh Bhatt's Jalebi, which was a huge flop because this girl can't act for nuts. And the second thing is she's an accused and she is only out on bail. So, all eyes of suspicion are on her in the SSR case. So, how can she appear in any show? And if she does appear, social media is going to take it up very strongly, just like they did in the Sari case. So now they are a little scared. So people will, it's only the PR people who are, playing up and saying this. Meanwhile, in the Gehna Vashish case, Gehna Vashish says Sharlin Chopra should worship Raj Kundra as he helped her earn a lot of money. Now, I don't understand what is Gehna's role in, whitewashing Raj Kundra and how much he's getting for it. Shilpa Shetty's husband, Raj Kundra, has been in the news of late after he was arrested by the Mumbai police in a porn racket case. Actor Gehna Vashisht, who was also accused of being a part of the racket, recently slammed Sharlin Chopra for taking a dig at Shilpa Shetty and dubbed it as a publicity stunt. Gehna also said that Sharlin should worship Raj Kundra for helping her earn a lot of money. Gehna, who is known for her role in the Alt Balaji series Gandhi Baat, is out on bail in the porn racket case. Kundra was released on bail earlier this month after spending 2 months in judicial custody. And you remember the fanfare with which he came and how his bodyguard was supposed to be a huge Superman who was trying to protect this accused. Gehna further said that Sharlin had earned a lot of money because of Kundra and should not only be thankful to him but should worship him. She said that whatever Sharlin is today is because of Kundra. Whatever, that's surprising. I mean, nobody really heard of Sharlin at all. So what is she talking about? Gehna claimed that it was Sharlin who dragged Kundra into making her bowl content. She said that Sharlin and Raj met 2.5 years ago while she was making porn and other sleazy content since 2012. Sharlin has been taking digs at Shilpa through her Twitter account. Recently, she said that it's very easy to do Shashtang Dandavat pranams and talk about Rani Lakshmi Bai on stage. She was mocking Shilpa Shetty. She was referring to her action on Super Dancer 4, where she is a judge. When Shilpa claimed that she was not aware of what Raj Kundra was up to, Sharlin had said in a video, according to some reports, Didi is saying that she was not aware of the nefarious activities of her husband. Didi is also saying that she doesn't know about the movable and immovable assets of her husband. How true is the statement? You guys can understand yourselves. So, for the first time, I would say that I stand with Sharlin, who is exposing a lot of the ugly side of Raj Kundra and Shilpa Shetty. Can you imagine in a marriage, a wife doesn't know what her husband is doing when he's just next to her, and when she spends his wealth and she goes on holidays and goes to her spa treatments and all that, she doesn't realize what money she's spending. Yeah, Jaidev.
Yeah. So coming to Javed Akhtar, so on Monday, a Thane court issued a show cause notice to lyricist Javed Akhtar on a defamation suit filed against him over his alleged remarks seeking to compare the RSS with the Taliban. The suit, which is filed by RSS activist Vivek in the court of the additional chief judicial magistrate and joint civil judge, seeks rupees 1 as a compensation from Javed. So the court ordered the issuance of the notice returnable on November 12th. Earlier this month, the 76-year-old Javed Akhtar, he triggered a controversy when he told a news channel that there's a similarity among right wing all over the country. Although he didn't name the Nagpur headquartered Hindutva organization, the former member of parliament was quoted saying the Taliban want an Islamic country. These people want to make it a Hindu Rashtra. Advocate Aditya, who appeared for the complainant, argued in the court and claimed the defendant, who is Javed, had made derogatory remarks against the RSS while appearing in a show of a private news channel. In the petition, Vivek said the statements made by Javed were aimed at destroying the RSS image in front of the general public. So it's quite funny. Like Javed Akhtar has always, sort of voiced anti-Hindu, opinions in the past, and this comes as a shocker once again, and it's not a surprise, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah. So now coming to Salman Khan, Abhijit, the Bollywood playback singer Abhijit Bhattacharya, who was the voice behind 90s hit films such as Sheher Ki Ladki, he is also known for speaking his mind and making bold statements that often make headlines. Back in 2016, anti-Pakistan sentiments were seen following the Uri attack, which led to Indian Motion Pictures Producers Association, which is the IMPPA, issuing a ban on Pakistan artists working in India. Many called for a boycott of Pakistani actors like Fawad Khan in Bollywood. Now, back then, Raj Thakre's MNS party had also issued a 48-hour ultimatum to Pakistani artists and actors, including Fawad Khan and Ali Zafar, to leave India or else they would be pushed out. At that time, Salman Khan expressed his views on the matter and said, they are artists, what do you think? Are artists terrorists? They come to India with a visa. Who gives them visa? Our government gives them a visa. The government gives them the work permit. And in response to Salman Khan's statement, Abhijit Bhattacharya tweeted, Pakistani and Indian artists have one thing in common. Both enjoy India's money, love, fame, and both are anti-India, anti-Indian army. Hashtag Salman Khan. Fawad Khan shows true patriotism towards his country, Pakistan, while Bollywood Salman Khan is ashamed to show loyalty to India. The playback singer even claimed Dabang Khan is busy shooting films with Pakistan talent and doesn't pay any heed to the issues of the country. He wrote, "Superstars don't watch news of hashtag Uri attack, hashtag Pakistan killing, shooting, butchering Indians. They are busy to shooting with Pakis." Now, Abhijit Bhattacharya didn't stop there. He further took a dig at Salman Khan's infamous 2002 hit and run case. He wrote, because of our law machinery, Salman Khan is roaming free and supporting terrorism. Yeah, he's quite outspoken, Abhijit.
yes, yes, absolutely. Now, meanwhile, talking about Surya Vanshi, the movie that's all set to come out, they say, media says that it demands 100% screens and theaters to comply. Now, it's as though the Badshah is speaking and everybody has to listen. Antim and Marvel's Eternals postponed. It's suddenly all happening out there in Bollywood, says the media. The industry, which had gone almost dormant in the last 18 months, had hurriedly put out quite a large calendar of 2022, wherein several production homes have booked dates for the upcoming movies, even though some of them are far from completing their shooting. If all goes well and the dates that have been announced don't need to be changed, Suryavanshi is the first biggie that will see the light of day. Now, media has it exclusively that the makers of the Akshay Kumar-led Suryavanshi have started calling up theatre owners to tell them that their film will not share the screens with any other movie releasing on the date that they're hitting the cinema halls, which is November 5th, Diwali. The theatre owners have given it a thumbs up. They well know that they're going to be fed another diggy from Reliance on Christmas 2021, which is Ranveer Singh led 83 distributor Sunil Randhawa, who's distributing Suryavansh in Bombay circuit. In his confirmation to what we've heard, he said, "We welcome the decision of the Maharashtra state government to reopen cinemas from October 22, and it has been given us immense pleasure to announce our most awaited film of the year, Suryavanshi, as a Diwali release for not only the exhibitors but also for the film goers who are waiting for a big tentpole film. We are awaiting the SOP guidelines for Maharashtra based on which our distribution strategy will be planned." Now they're talking about our festival Diwali, and they're talking about us spending money and going for their films. Okay. Now, why would we want to spend our hard earned money to promote people who are in this bullyweed, you know, not bothered about the deaths that are happening and the kind of drug mafia that is? So, why would we want to do that? So, we just have to see how well boycott Bollywood is happening. Remember, Salman Khan at one point, just when his movie Radhe was about to release, said it's not a good thing that theaters are closing down some months back. He said, "We have made 3 movies that are ready for release. Theaters are looking like graveyards right now. There are also so many theater owners who have had to close down because of financial reasons. It's not a good thing that theaters are closing down. This is our business. Our work is to act and make movies. Where will we show our movies if theaters close down? It is like a catch 22 situation. They are incomplete without us, and we are incomplete without them." And ending with, "I'm hoping 2021 and 2022 are better than 2020 for all of us." Well, we'll have to ask the public. I mean, we'll have to ask you viewers how Suryavanshi is going to fare and how the other, whatever big movies they're talking about. The only thing we have to do is just boycott it. That's it. Nothing more.
Yeah. So coming to Kapil Sharma once again. Kapil Sharma recently spoke about suffering from depression in 2017 and 2018. The Kapil Sharma show revealed that he got to know that he's suffering from depression through media reports. And the comedian credited his lady love Ginny Chatrat for being his support during the difficult phase in his life. So Kapil recently opened about his battle with depression at a media function and said that he did not understand mental illness. He even added, saying that his mother, who hails from a small village, did not know anything about mental illness and depression. So at the moment, you don't feel that anything will change because all things seem negative at that time. Don't know what kind of chemical gets released in your brain that doesn't allow you to think positively. But my family gave me strength at the time, especially my wife Ginny. She knew everything about what was happening in my life. No one else did, shared the comedian. So he further added, "My mother knew nothing about mental illness and depression. She's a lady from a small village, not just her. Even I did not have much of an idea about it. पेपर वालों का भला हो जिन्होंने लिखा कपिल शर्मा हुए डिप्रेशन का शिकार मुझे पता चला अच्छा ये है मुझे." So Kapil even said that his wife Ginny motivated him to get back to work and gave him all the strength. Kapil said, "Ginny stayed with me like a strong pillar. She's a big strength for me in my life. She told me that public loves me and that I should go back to work. Restart your show, you will feel good." For the uninitiated, there were reports of comedian Kapil arriving late for shoots and cancelling shows were reported in 2017. So, moreover, several reports were saying that Kapil used to make celebs wait. During the same time, Kapil had a fallout with his co-star Sunil Grover, and within no time, his career dipped. So, this all seems a huge PR exercise to gain sympathy for Kapil Sharma and all
See
like
here, yeah, what
yeah,
we will all notice is that, see,
yeah,
they make depression such a big thing. It's like the dinosaurs that disappeared from Earth. uh, once upon a time. So this thing is a whole fictitious thing they want to build. The main reason is because when future deaths happen to certain characters from a certain community, the blame can be put on suicide. Then all this fake media can bring all their quacks,
Yes.
on the panel and say that, see, oh, what happened? I mean, he was working out, and now all those people who work out, die of heart attacks, or oh, poor thing, he was so depressed, he hung himself with a flimsy kurta, you know. All this is people. It's to fool people, and they
Even
think,
yeah, even Deepika
yes,
Padukone said she suffered from depression in
yes.
spite of having so much of hit films back to back and holding so much of wealth. She said to suffer from depression.
Yeah, and in most cases,
Yeah.
this depression, whatever they're talking about, is the effects of the drugs that they take. If
Yes.
you don't take drugs, you don't fit into the party and you don't get films. So this is all a chain of events. And then you see the people who take drugs are protected. The ones who don't take drugs are eliminated. Simple as that. Okay. Moving on to another case, which actually also, won because of social media, attention, is an illegal mosque built near Tehri Dam was finally removed by authorities in Uttarakhand. The district administration and the tourist department, which owns the land, had carried out inspections and had ordered the removal of the illegal mosque. But the State Minority Commission had taken up the issue, and thus the removal was delayed. On September 30, authorities finally demolished the illegal mosque in the Khala Koti colony that was in close proximity to the Tehri Dam. Can you imagine how dangerous it is? In a conversation with the media, Akshat Biljwan, the activist who was leading the protest, said that the coverage caused a nationwide uproar over the illegal mosque, and finally the administration decided to remove it. It is all due to the credit to netizens on social media who echoed the demand of the locals to remove the illegal mosque and tagged Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami to take swift action in the case. Today, Akshat also called media and informed that the mosque was being demolished. He also shared videos of the demolition process in which the temporary structure that had been standing there for the last 20 years was being removed from the site. The structure was encroaching upon government land, and locals have been objecting to it for a long time. Yeah, back to you, Jaydev.
Yeah, in the final bit of news, another actress speaks of how the casting couch works in the film world. So it is television actress Sneha Jain who is playing the role of Gehna. In the popular show Saath Nibana Satya, second season, has revealed that a casting director from South subjected her to casting couch. In an interview with media, she said that early in her struggling days, she once received a call from a casting director from the South Indian film industry about college going kids. Without naming him, she said that the film will be about three couples in equally important role. And she sent him her pictures and profile. He asked her to travel to Hyderabad to meet the director and producer of the film. While she agreed to travel, she asked for details of the director and producer of the film, along with the storyline and banner. She also informed that she will travel with her mother. However, the casting director then put up the condition that she would have to compromise with the film director, and I was shocked, she said. Jane further informed that she was informed that when she would reach the hotel, she would get to know of the details about the film, and such compromise is a very normal thing. She was also asked to spend the entire day with the director and do whatever he asked her to do. Regarding payment for the film, also she was informed that she would be given half the amount there and remaining after the film was complete. So yeah, I mean, it is dirty everywhere, be it the Bollywood, be it any film industry in India and all over the world. So casting couch
See,
is,
yeah,
yeah,
you
it's not
remember,
going to
see,
go
when
anytime. Yeah.
yeah, when Nivedita had told us that, see,
Yes.
susceptible people or young boys or girls are given drinks, and then they are fooled into doing movies where they compromise, and these movies are shown to them so as to blackmail them and make them do more movies. So this is how the television and the film industry works. And so, friends, please join us. I'm sending you the link. So, meanwhile, I'll also take the comments as well. Yeah. So I've just sent you the link. So do join us, and we can discuss this. Dr. Pushpalata says illegal mosques very common. One of the admin officers in IT Mandi built an illegal mosque inside the campus without anyone's knowledge. It came to notice when he left the place. Okay. Uh, Karthik says casting couch is there in the film industries. Yes, it's very common since ages ago. So it's not something that has come in now. Meena, it's worth going through Priest Dam's work. I've tagged you on Twitter. His work is a tremendous effort in encoding the timeline of events. Okay. So let's go back to the other points. They make us say India is secular. In what and when their number will grow, they'll say we want to make it Islamic. Yes. Okay. Let me just add Srinivas and Runa. Yeah. Welcome, Mrs.
Oh,
Srinivas,
hi.
and
Hi,
also,
Savitri.
yeah, yes,
Savitri.
Savitri, how are you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Little
yeah,
busy, but that's okay.
yes,
First thing I want to say about this so-called the generation depression. What is depression, Meenaji? In our generation or my mummy, my nannies, daddies, how much hard work they have undergone, what poverty
yes,
and all. Not one time they thought, this depression is a Western theory. We
yes,
went, we cried, we fought, and we just won over it. So, hey,
yes,
this
yes,
stupid depression, I tell my son and all those, forget it, you just go work hard, just go beat it. I mean, you just think our nannies and daddies, parties, they were not educated. Hardly they have been 8th, 9th standard. Not one time they would have thought, oh, and those days all big family, 5, 6
yes,
kids.
yes,
Not once they must have thought, oh God, depressed, my husband, this, that. I get so mad with this depression theory,
yes,
these
yes,
kids. And
yes,
this, who's a great Salman Khan. No, I want to tell you, we'll not miss Bollywood movies at all. We are complete without them in every
yeah,
way.
absolutely, yeah. We have decided, and that's something that is ongoing, and it will not
Yeah.
stop till the whole industry is cleansed.
Right. And the
Yeah,
only way, see, we all are commoners, the only way is boycott. Or kuch
yes,
karne se. It's
yes,
impossible to do. They are
yes.
big shots, big things. Forget it.
So
So this
Savitri,
is what I wanted to say.
even this restaurant thing is because of social protest that it has
Yeah.
closed down. And if they're telling us
Right.
a lie that it is because of hygiene and all that, I think it's a big, lie
No, no.
coming
Huh.
from the Delhi
What?
municipality.
Yeah. No, nothing like that. It's all because of social media or
Yes,
kuch nahi. It's all
yes,
an eyewash and good. And I like the other day one lady, she just committed. What if a lady with burqa had come? Would they
yeah,
would have done this? Then
yeah,
the next day, fatwa would have come, and
yeah,
all these political netas would have come on the road and
yes,
saying that in this country we are not treated. No offense to any religion. I
yeah,
have had
yeah.
friends from all time, but I'm just saying the trend that is going on, right?
Yeah. In fact, a Congress party guy wanted to take credit for the closing
See,
down of the
I
restaurant. He was
swear
trying to
it.
make it
Yes.
political as well.
Really, if you want to increase your BP, just on the mainstream media news channel. That's it. I
Absolutely.
don't. I just see for time pass and come out of it. It's
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same thing, repeat.
You won't
What
believe it,
I'm
Savitri. I've stopped watching a lot of the mainstream channels because
right.
it's just
Me
not
too.
important. It's just
It's
not
not
important.
important. If one day at most, even I don't know why Republic, I think he must be having his own reason. So
Yeah.
many things now for 5 days only. This comedy of Punjab is happening. This,
Yes,
that,
yes,
this. Or
yes,
kuch hai. So many
yes.
things are happening. Talk about
There are so many
Parvati. Talk
issues
about
that are troubling us, and they don't
yeah,
talk about it. They don't talk about it.
yeah. I swear. And anything, just bring Modi ji.
Yeah,
I'm not Modi bucked or something, but
yeah,
I too feel these anybody can do even thoda 1 inch. This man,
yeah, yes, absolutely.
otherwise it's all gone the dogs.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Savitri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hello, Jaydev ji. I mean, both of you are rocking.
Thank you very much,
I'm,
ma'am.
I, though sometimes I don't take part and I do watch it later because quite busy I am, but I never miss your shows. And
I
all
know.
of them, please like the channel. Yeah, it's very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
and I
much.
Savitri
tell
always.
my BP. I mean, I feel so bad for Rabia ji.
Yeah.
I that lady is made of steel.
Yes.
I just pray she
See,
gets somewhere
what
some
happens is,
justice.
Savitri, before we, come on live, I see her, very sad. And the moment we are live, she, poor thing, she puts on her, her
I
bravery, her
no,
mask, and she
it's
comes. Yeah.
you can see it on her face, right? You
Yes,
can
yes,
see. I mean, even I mean, all these people depression they are talking. Talk about this Iron Lady. Is
yes,
she depressed? With no one supporting, she. This is
yes,
the only way I don't know. I don't want to be, but SSR family have taken a
yes,
backseat.
yes,
When people are at least you come out, don't open and say anything. At least be there.
yeah.
ऐसा लग रहा है वो लोग
But here also,
I
Savitri, when they say they are depressed, they are building a narrative for the future. So
yes,
anybody
you're right.
commits, anybody is killed, they will say it is
Hmm.
because of suicide. Now, this girl from Karnataka, this young TV actress, she's only 25, poor thing. She has not even lived her life. And I
See,
was looking at the letter they showed. It is written in a childish language because they want to convince the viewers or the readers that it's actually written by her. It's all, I would
yeah,
say BS. It's just BS.
I
That's
know.
it.
It's actually sometimes you feel are we living in this dangerous world?
Yeah.
Hey, all this was happening maybe even 30, 40 years back, but
Yes.
now
Yes.
the current kids, no, I feel very bad.
Yeah.
They have to
Absolutely.
be very very strong. We were
Yeah.
much, I mean, we were more lucky. I think we didn't have to
Yeah.
do. Today I'm in my 50. I have worked in office and all. Touch wood, I've never faced this kind of any
Yes.
me too and all. It all
Yeah.
depends
Yeah.
how you conduct yourself too.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
See,
there
it
are
would have
some
happened.
girls.
See, Savitri, it would have happened even in our time. Only thing
Yeah.
is, see, you and I would have been brave enough to push them back.
Right,
You see?
right, right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know, I
It
know. I
depends on
was
your
a little
integrity.
brave.
Yeah. It depends on your
No, but
integrity.
that's what the first day you put a line towards you,
Yeah.
nobody will
Yeah.
come forward. There are,
Yes. Yes.
of course, all kinds of creeps are there, and thank God we were lucky.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wish
I will
all
just
these
add.
young girls should go for a karate and judo before they
Yes.
join because
Yes. It's very
today
important.
generation they need it.
Yes.
They really need it.
Yes.
Hats off to all the young girls who go out and achieve everything, but please be careful. My
Yes.
niece, who is a doctor, I tell her, you carry the pepper fry, all this blah blah, don't do. You come midnight. You see the other thing. Once you are attacked, the later other things come forward. But
Yeah.
why do you allow yourself in that? No, avoid it.
Yes. Yes.
Let others talk.
Yeah.
Take this.
Okay. Runa, please come in.
Hi, Meena. How are you?
Hi. Fine. Fine, Runa.
Hi, Jaidev. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Runa. I'm fine. How are
My
you?
deep apologies because I do hear your sessions later on during the day, but then at the time, like because my work has started, so I'm so sorry, but then
Yeah, we missed you.
and all the sessions. Oh my God, my heart was crying for Rabia ji,
Yeah.
and
Oh, that's terrible. In
you
fact,
know,
Runa, tomorrow,
yeah,
Nidhi Kukreja will join with family,
okay,
to speak about what they're undergoing. When the
okay,
law is just looking at them, with deaf ears, what is
right,
happening to the parents of these people? The victims
yes.
have died.
Yes,
So that's
you know
happening
what?
tomorrow.
People are
Yeah.
playing a mind game,
Yeah.
especially like just now the lady spoke like
Yeah.
depression. What depression? I mean, Rabia ji is an example.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
That's
all
what.
in your head.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's become more of a fashion word.
Yes.
I'm depressed. What are
Yes.
you
Yes.
depressed? You have the best of everything in today's world. Technology is at your toes. You have all the amenities which was not there before. Nobody got depressed before. Why
Yes.
would you get depressed? And more so in today's time, you retaliate with your parents.
Yeah.
So even if, let's say, if the parents are not understanding and they're not in good terms with the children, it takes no time for them to leave the parents and go. So
Yeah.
where are you depressed? What are you depressed about? So the problem is within you for something like you said, like they take drugs and all
Yeah.
this kind of things. So you know what? Like it's a scapegoat kind of a situation. There's bloody sorry. I mean, I get so annoyed with all this conversation.
But you
What depression? What
Depressed for not
depression?
having mal.
And then
Runa,
no, and
depressed for not having mal, you say?
exactly,
Right,
Monica.
Monica.
And then what
Yeah,
Meena says is right, that they build up this kind of
Yeah, narrative.
stories so that they can back up later on
Yeah.
for a suicide case
Yeah.
like SSR.
Yeah.
true.
and
See,
the youngsters
here, Runa,
today.
I would like to say something, Runa. See, today a little girl, young girl, was arguing with me on Twitter, saying that it's not the same as what happened between SSR and Ria. What happened between
I
Siddharth
saw
and
that.
Shehnaz?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, I asked her, where did you see this love?
Yeah, I know.
You're seeing it either on Big Boss or someone
Exactly.
promoting their scenes. So
I thought you handled it so
scene.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, why are they protecting Shehnaz? There is something
Yeah.
very,
There is
very
something there. There's something
devious about the
fishy.
whole thing. Yes.
Yeah, it's blowing out of proportion for nothing. I mean, of
Yes.
course, I mean,
Yeah.
if loved one goes away, one feels bad, but this is becoming a bit too much, you know.
Yes.
True.
If the mother was depressed, a mother was talking like that, I would still understand it. But you know what? Like in today's fast world, so much of emotion sounds a little bit just not right.
Off,
You
right?
know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
yeah. It
becomes
sounds
too
off.
much of showing off kind of thing. You know, I mean, and these are all actors, so they're good in it.
Yeah. Also, Runa,
Yeah.
see, you noticed in today's news, we said that Ria is being offered 35 lakhs per week.
What
This
a
is
joke.
I
Oh
know.
my
yeah,
God.
this is also to prepare
much.
the audience that we think she's great. You know,
Not
What
again.
a joke. Hi, Kiwi.
She just keeps doing
Hi,
that
Kiwi.
every few months.
Welcome.
welcome.
You know what? I just wrote in the chat, who in the world, which sensible person will give her that kind of money or half or
Exactly.
even 1/8 of that money for a show? Nobody would even hire her. You know, this is all propaganda and just trying to make people feel that, oh, Ria. Who knew Ria before SSR?
Yes,
And,
and you
and
remember,
Runa, do you
if
remember
look
there
at the
was a
scenes
news about
on
her going
Jalebi,
to Hollywood?
yeah,
Yeah.
Monica, if you see the
Yeah.
movie Jalebi,
Let her go to Hollywood. That's good.
yeah.
Now,
My
let
God.
Meena talk. What she's saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Yeah.
So if you look at the movie Jalebi, which is directed by Mahesh Bhatt, you will see that she can't act for nuts. And
Oh,
also
right.
the
Yeah.
fact that she just looks like someone who's so in awe of the director. So the whole thing flopped. And you mean to say people are dying to give her 35 lakhs? So this is again
No,
to pull wool
no,
over our
Meena.
Oh my
eyes.
God.
Yes.
No, I feel it's just a PR stunt. See, no, slowly they want to bring her that she's a sweet girl. She was such a good girlfriend and blah blah blah. Just to
Innocent.
change
Yeah.
The victim card.
whitewash the public and just tell them, no, she's very nice. She's all that blah 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 and all that.
Yes.
We should boycott or the only way that we can fight the system.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't
True.
stand all this songs and this.
But I've got to say something. Yesterday's day before, when Rabia ji came and Dhruv was also suggesting, I completely agree with it. Meena, if you can do something so that
Yeah.
we can approach the PM, and
Yes.
you were saying that you would do something for the
Yeah, we're
so
working
whatever
on that.
support, yeah.
Yes.
Because you know what, I mean, like she is an
Right.
example for every mother on this
Absolutely.
planet, who has not given up, and she's not giving up, and we need to support her because she's alone.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
You know.
not only that,
Absolutely.
even Runa, see, like I was telling Savitri, is that before she comes on air, she's very depressed. I can see,
Yeah.
it's like and I keep
Obviously.
asking
Yeah.
her, are you okay? Shall we go live? And that's when she changes her expression because she wants to, hold on to, the fact that she
Hope.
is,
Yeah.
hope and pursuing this thing for justice. So it's very painful
That's what
for
I'm
all of us.
saying.
We are
The
all
young,
mothers. Yes.
Yeah, we are
yeah,
mothers. We feel that pain,
Yeah.
Amina. It's
right.
so sad.
That's
I mean,
And
I have
Dipti is
kids. I
also
can't imagine.
putting a lot of energy
Yeah.
into it. I mean, hats off to Dipti
yeah.
also for all
Absolutely.
what she's doing. I mean, what we can do is we can raise our voices and we can support. That's the least that we can do, and we should do. We should not leave
Yeah.
any stone unturned for that.
Here itself, Runa, Monica, KB, and Savitri and Jere. See, the very fact that, y'all all came into this movement against Aquila Restaurant, and look at how it worked.
Yeah.
It worked exactly
True.
like Boycott Bollywood. So whenever there's something, realize that, when people join hands, there's a lot of strength. and you become very a voice that's much louder and more
True.
forceful.
Can you imagine like wearing national dress as a sari and somebody condemns that? How dare they?
See here,
I can't
Runa, it's the
imagine
same
that.
thing.
It's so
It's the same
low.
thing as in movies they mock Hindu gods. Okay,
Mm.
same thing when they, when a sant was killed, and they say it was a suicide, 8-page suicide. It's all the same. The
Mm.
agenda is to attack a peaceful community who has given you space to
Right.
live in India. Okay, all of us
I
were
know.
Hindus till
Absolutely.
people were
Yeah.
converted.
Yeah.
So
I know.
see,
That's
this is Hindustan, and we
yeah.
are giving you, we are being hospitable by giving you space to live in.
Mhm.
Okay,
And to
Yeah.
think
and
that
Right.
you need to be
their
kind.
restaurant is in India and they are running the same country down, like it's just so low. Like how low
Yeah,
can you go, you know?
You know what?
in
I
Like
fact,
have I have one line solution to all these people who talk bad about the country and
yeah,
talk things like this. Where just leave, just leave. Why do you want
exactly.
to stay in the land and then criticize the land? The world is there. Go stay in Timbuktu. Who
yes,
cares? Just leave.
exactly, yeah,
No,
True.
they're just
Spot on.
troubleshooters,
yeah.
Runaji. They're just troubleshooters.
But it doesn't make any
Something.
difference. We're not going to get carried away
Yeah.
with what you say. It doesn't
Yeah.
make any difference to
No.
us,
People
right?
no, sorry.
Absolutely.
People like you and me don't get carried away, but many of them do. And I think
No,
they fall
people
into the
who do and people who are gullible, they should also leave.
yeah, right. You're right.
Yeah. I feel
We
like
don't
they're part
need
of the
people.
problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Indians are very intelligent, Indians are very smart, but if there are dumb
Yeah.
people who want to get succumbed to such conversation of
Yeah.
depression and all these kind of things,
Yeah. Right.
like what? Use your
There's a lady,
intelligence.
there's a lady who's
Yeah.
saying just now, she's saying, I'm also undergoing treatment for depression and anxiety. I cannot sleep
Mhm.
without medication, but that doesn't mean I'm weak. I'm very strong
Yeah.
and brave. I face many situations in family. Yes,
See,
absolutely, just
Absolutely.
that
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
One of the thing I would say, the youngsters, I hope they face failure first. Like they
yeah,
can handle success anytime. Even as a parent, I try and I tell all the parents, tell your son and daughters that you're going to achieve something fine. Nahi hua to forget it. You can go
Yeah.
another way, and you face
Exactly.
that because failures are very very important.
It's a part of
Sunny,
life. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you want to do it, you get it very good. I tell my son, you get it very good, but you don't think of another thing. Don't keep on doing that. I
But
know
you know
we
what? I have
say,
a suggestion for all these actors, the pseudo actors who call depression. The only solution that I can give them is go watch your own movie and see how good and bad you are, and then get depressed. Don't spread all this bullshit to us. It's not
Rona,
going to make any
spot on.
difference.
Spot on. Spot on, babe. Spot on.
Right? Yeah, just criticize your own self. All your depression will vanish. Like how bad and pathetic. People who act, all these Nepo kids, they don't even know how to act.
yeah.
Is
You
that
know?
why they don't watch their movies?
Yeah.
Maybe
Janvi,
they're
look at
scared of seeing
Janvi.
their own performances.
You know,
Runa, when you said this, it reminds me of some pictures of Ranveer and Alia. They're going for
oh,
some kind of holiday.
yeah.
It was like
Ah.
both of them are on two different planets.
Oh God.
And they're saying, look at the love in their eyes.
But you tell me, Meena, how can any girl, like, forget Indian or forget American or whatever, how
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
any girl love a man who has been having or had a relationship with her own girlfriends?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
True.
is just sleeping with anybody,
Yeah.
like cats and dog. I'm sorry. What
yeah,
emotions?
And
I
I
don't
guess
know.
it's only contract relationships. You
Yeah.
can
Exactly.
live with anybody you choose.
Whatever I have within that
Yeah.
film, whatever, and then tomorrow nothing happens. Like they don't even know when they get up from their sleep
Yeah.
who they were the last night.
Exactly.
So
It's
that's the
all like it's
situation.
transactional, right?
And these people cannot talk anything about Indian culture because Indian culture is not that.
Yeah.
They're far away from the reality. Let them like be in their own world and get depressed. Like let the depression theory be only amongst the Bollywood people, but
Yeah.
please don't try to spread. We have a lot of problems in our life, but we don't get depressed. We can
yeah.
handle
Exactly.
ourselves.
That's what.
Exactly.
We face it, we carry on. It's not in our culture. No
In that case,
depression.
In
Mr.
fact,
Modi should,
in fact,
Prime
we
Minister
lift,
Modi should be more
in fact,
depressed
we
than
lift
anybody else, Meena.
other members of the family from depression.
And Meena, did
Yeah.
you hear what I said? In this case, Mr. Modi should be
She
the
said,
most depressed person on
yeah.
with so much okay, I will have to leave because I have to get
Yeah,
back to
thank
work.
you.
But Meena,
Okay,
Thank
Runa.
you so
I
much,
just
Meena.
wanted to ask, like, did you get the name of the temple?
Yes, KB, please come and tell her the name of the temple.
I think KB had it, yeah.
Hello, hello,
Yes,
good evening.
KB.
Har
Good
Har
evening.
Mahadev.
Har
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 Mahadev.
Har
Mahadev.
KB.
Yeah.
I'm
Jai
going to write it
Shambhu.
down. KB, tell
Yeah,
me the name. Thank you.
yeah. Which one is this? This is
The
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 temple.
one in
Rajasthan,
Udaipur, Radha
Rajasthan
Krishna.
temple.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, that is Nath Dwara. It's Srinath Ji's temple in Nath Dwara. Where,
Srinath Ji
yeah,
Temple. And what's the
in
name of
Nath
the place?
Dwara.
How do you spell
The
that?
name of the place is NATHDWARA, Nath Dwara.
Oh,
And you
thank
know,
God.
this temple is so unique. Every time, every day, they change the dress of this small Bal Gopala Krishna, that is Krishna in his childhood, and they never repeat the dress.
Yeah.
The dress which
Oh,
is worn to the
wow.
god is
So
donated
beautiful.
and it is never repeated.
See, this is all divine, you know.
You
Let
see?
her, you know what,
Amazing,
KB,
man.
let, if we put our energy into all this, God will mercy and give us the right path. Then
Yes.
all the,
Absolutely.
BS,
That,
complete
Spot
BS.
yeah,
on.
Okay,
Yep.
thank
yeah,
you
that's
so
true.
much, Monica,
And
KB,
Okay.
Yes, yes,
No
yes,
worries, Runa.
yes,
One minute before you leave, I
yes,
want to
KB.
request you to please join in more often. We
I
really love to
know,
listen to
I
you.
know, I know, I know. Like my work has like because it's
I
daytime over here,
understand.
so
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
11:19 where I
okay.
live. So it's
So
a pitch
ditch in for a brief while. Maybe you can come for 5 minutes and
Yes,
just,
yes, I'll do that.
we'd like to hear
Uh,
from you.
Thank you so much. You guys are great. And Meena, thank you so much for giving us the
Thank you.
platform for voicing our opinion. Thank you very,
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Jaydev.
Thank
See you,
you.
Thanks,
Sun.
Bye
Runa.
bye.
Thank
Bye bye.
you. Bye, Runa.
Bye. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
KB,
Bye.
you
Yeah,
can come in and then
I
later
I would
Priyanka
like
can
to
join.
Yeah.
say to
Yeah.
KB
Yeah.
madam, just 20 years back, I'm a South Indian. I my husband we had gone to Udaipur. I didn't know about this temple so much, Natwara Srinath. So
Huh.
somebody said we had been to Udaipur and we just went. And what rush! I didn't know. See, it's like another divine thing like Tirupati, though I didn't know
Yes.
much about it. And the rush I saw, and afterwards when I was working, I came back. My one friend, she told me, "Ah, you went there. I didn't know. You should have told me. Did you see a black diamond? I didn't know there was." And I said, "No, itna rush tha. I was just pushed away. I prayed and I just came." Then it was very beautiful, Srinath, Krishna, very beautiful it was.
Yeah, but Savitri, you are blessed that way that you happen to go and have the darshan.
Yeah.
In ours,
Uh,
Hindu Dharam, they say God calls you.
Yeah.
okay,
God calls you
yeah,
for the darshan. So you are
we had
blessed that
gone.
He called
I
you.
think, yeah, 2 years. We didn't know. Like my husband was somewhere, and we had just gone for a trip. Back then, 20 years back, and I didn't. I was telling my husband, I think this is very powerful. This must be like, look at the crowd. And then, see, those days, Google, this was 98 or 99. Google and all was not so much. But then, after some time, everybody told me, oh, you are so lucky. You went. I said, I feel like going again now.
Yes. Very powerful.
Very powerful,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a
Priyanka, would you like to join?
coincidence.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes,
Yes,
Priyanka.
yes.
Hello, everyone. Uh,
Hello. Welcome.
First of all,
Welcome.
big support to Rabia ji.
Yeah.
And there were few topics which were going on, and I thought that I can contribute. So,
Absolutely.
one point was about depression, and second was about Rajasthan. So, uh, I will start with good one. There are lot of mysterious temples in Rajasthan.
Yes.
Ma'am, we're talking about Srinath temple. It's
Yes.
very near to my place because
Yeah.
I am from Chittor and that temple
Oh.
is from Udaipur. Though I,
Yeah.
though I work in Jodhpur, but basically I'm from Chittor.
Yeah.
So in even in Chittor fort also there are a lot of very famous temples, and their relation with history is quite magnanimous. I mean, it's totally different stories are there. But one temple which I would like to mention, and that those things I have seen, that is Tanot Mata Mandir, which is on border Jaisalmer, which is
Yes.
on Pakistan border.
Yeah.
It is very close to Longhiawala border.
Okay.
Uh, till date, Pakistan has bombarded 3,000 bombs on that temple,
Okay.
Oh,
but not a single bomb has got exploded till now.
Okay.
Wow. This is amazing.
Not a single bomb.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they
like
all have been kept there in that temple. You can see them, you can touch them, and those bombs have those certain keys are there. So I mean, it's our luck or it's the blessings of God that even that
It is the
key
power of
also
God.
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yes.
get open because
Wow.
to yes.
See here. See,
So maybe
Priyanka.
I'm planning actually for Sushant's justice and for other souls which have not we are I mean they've not got justice till now. So I'm planning to go there next month.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So
here,
I'll
see,
put
You
what
know,
I
we
want
all
to tell
can
you,
do mass
Priyanka.
prayer.
Beautiful.
It
Yeah.
always
One
works.
second,
Yeah,
Savitri.
beautiful.
One point I'd like to say is, you remember, the Shiva temple in Uttarakhand when the floods happened. Okay,
Mm.
Yeah,
everything was wiped away, but the
right.
temple
Kedarnath.
never. The temple still
Kedarnath.
found. Yeah, it was
Yes.
I know.
I mean, it was
Yeah,
like, it gives you goosebumps to think that
yeah, divine,
the power
divine,
of
no?
Lord Shiva, is just
Yeah, I
very,
swear.
very awesome. Yes, Savitri?
Yeah,
Yeah, awesome. I know. Nothing
actually,
is
ma'am,
above him. I mean,
everything.
Yeah, KB?
Absolutely.
and
No, I'm saying that when this thing
one
happened, the
more
floods happened.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Savitri is
Yes,
talking.
I
Okay,
suppose
let's Savitri.
Priyanka wants to
Let's
say the
Savitri.
second point.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
sure.
Priyanka? Yeah.
Okay.
Priyanka?
yes. Can I continue?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. Continue, please.
Yeah, one more temple which I would like to mention. It is in Chittor Fort.
Yeah.
It's a sun temple, Surya Mandir,
Yes.
and now it's a Kali Mandir. There is another story for it. But when it was Surya Mandir,
Yes.
uh, every king of Chittor has to worship sun before going in the battle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In Rajasthan, it is like
And
that. Yes.
that's
Oh,
the reason that they never they never lost any battle.
Yeah.
They never lost a single battle. I mean, it is told that though it's a wrong, it is actually written wrong in our books that Maharana Pratap lost the battle against Akbar. But now, I mean, somebody filed a case against this, and we have won that case also. So now
Yeah.
history will be changed in books that Maharana Pratap has won. Actually, Chittor, the Mewar region, never lost even a single battle.
Little battle.
yeah, he was a great
Yeah,
king.
they won all the battles.
Yeah.
So they used to worship that temple, and then they used to go to fight and all. There are
Yeah.
lots and lots of things which are there in Rajasthan, but it is actually an underestimated state.
Yeah. Priyanka, what are Suryavanshis?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes,
Suryavanshi.
actually,
Yes.
Mewar
That is the
region
dynasty.
was
Yeah.
ruled by Sisodiyas.
Yeah.
Sisodiyas were the rulers. And ma'am, there are lot of brave warriors in Mewar. We just know Maharana Pratap. Maharana
Yes.
Pratap was nothing in front of Bappa Rawal.
Yeah.
Bappa Rawal was the first. He was the pioneer of. I mean, he was the what should I say? He was the first person of the Sisodia dynasty,
Yes.
and
You know,
he was
Priyanka,
in 7th century.
Yeah.
That's what Priyanka I'm
Ma'am, he
telling
was
you.
there in
Modi ji,
7th century,
Yeah.
and he fought with Arabs and Turks,
Yeah.
and they were so scared of him, and he fought and won till Arab. He reached till Arabia,
Yes.
and they were scared of him so much, and his name they were scared so much that till next 400 years they did not enter Rajasthan.
Yeah.
So this was
here
all,
only.
and
Yeah.
Even if you go to their palaces, Priyanka, you'll be surprised because of the kind of symmetry, of the structure, and also the fact that, see, the administration was so smooth. They had beautiful courtyards, where they would cook, where they would, areas for dancing. It's like, five-star hotels at that time, okay, made by the
Yeah.
Maharajas. So, see, their technology was far, far superior
No,
than what we
yeah,
have
here
even today.
I would like to add,
I would say yes.
unfortunately, only Taj Mahal, Taj Mahal. Yes, it's one of, it's nothing great. We have so many beautiful monuments,
Yes.
and Modi ji is trying to get out, even the, what is that, Kashi Vishwanath. I have not been, my friend has been, she's saying it's so beautiful now. It was in such a bad state.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yes. Okay, Dee?
ma'am, me
Yeah.
and my brother have explored each and every secretive place in Chittor Fort.
Okay.
That's very nice, Priyanka. I'm very
See,
happy doing this. Hats off.
yeah.
Yeah.
But ma'am, I will
Yeah.
tell you that there are many temples all over the country where there is so much of artisans' work. The workmanship is exceptional. I mean, the engineers of today, they study in the education and the engineering, but these artisans didn't have that kind of education.
Yes,
But you see the precision with which they have done the work. Some of the temples just leave you mesmerized.
yes.
I swear, I swear.
So it is something we must give credit, and we had some real good rulers. I don't know why people only symbolize
Not
the
people.
Taj Mahal
Maybe it may
or
be
Yeah,
not people.
that's
Not
because of
people.
the
It is
Congress.
Kavati,
I'm
one second.
sorry to say,
It is because
Congress
we have
government.
been ruled by the Gandhis, which is
Yeah,
over the dynasty over years, who have wanted
right,
to only show the Islamic side of
right,
India. Okay,
right,
very
whether
right.
even
sad.
if it was an invasion, they would say it was a party. And
Yeah,
even if they served biryani to Pakistanis, they would say it is cricket. What you say, friendship. So it's, see, the
yeah,
whole thing has
right,
been
right,
distorted. Our textbooks have been
right.
distorted. And if you look at some of the textbooks, you feel like sort of throwing up because they give such distorted facts and
Yeah.
everything. I mean, I don't want to hear about these Mughals. I want to hear about my Maharajas,
I know,
whether it's Chandragupta
Absolutely.
Maurya
I
or
know,
Ashoka.
Yeah, you would
Because
want to know about
I
your
know.
land, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yes.
I
Exactly.
know.
In fact,
Which
they
makes
should
sense.
rewrite the history
It makes
books.
sense.
yes, that's what has been
Yeah, I
said.
hope
And what
Absolutely.
so.
they did was the government said is that they threw it back at us and said that what would you like in our textbooks? See, here also, KB, we cannot have the leftists writing the history. We need genuine people who know the
Yes.
history of India to do it without bias. So
Yes.
that's the
Yeah,
most
I just
important thing in
hope.
textbook.
But Meenaji, isn't it strange that like over the years, no one has seemed to question it?
Yeah.
I
Uh,
mean, it was happening for
that's
years and years.
Monica, there also it's a reason because the
Okay.
kind of regime that Sonia Gandhi had is very similar to what the Mahavikas Agadi in Maharashtra is doing
Yes.
or Mamata
Ah,
Banerjee is
okay.
doing
Right,
because
Yes.
see,
yeah,
right.
what happens is you do not talk. If you talk, your tongue is cut. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
that's
I
the
was
kind
just
of
going to say
regime they
that.
had. Whereas in Modi
Okay.
ji's
Yes.
government,
Okay.
anybody can say
Yes.
anything and they can throw muck at him and he just keeps
Yes.
quiet
yeah,
because he's a Democrat.
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
That's what I was telling
All right.
Monica.
Yeah.
Got it.
Monica, it's
And
not that people did not open their mouths then. People did try
Mm-hmm.
to
Yes,
put up their point, but they were
yes,
And
shut up
correct
in the
them.
initial stages. They were not
yes,
allowed
Ah,
to speak
they
up.
were not allowed to
Whereas
speak.
Modi ji,
Okay.
yeah, Modi ji is allowing people to speak up. That is
yes.
the
Mm-hmm.
difference. Because
yeah,
people
Right,
who are
Priyanka,
right.
you want
even
to
then
say another point?
intelligent, even now intelligent.
Yeah.
So that is the
Absolutely.
uh,
difference.
Okay.
And in
here,
fact,
madam, I would
Savitri?
like to take a leave. I'll be in the back room.
Okay. Thank you,
Nice
Thank
Savitri.
you.
session.
okay, Savitri.
Yeah,
Join you
nice
Nice
next
meeting
being
time.
you.
with
You.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
bye. I'll be in touch always. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Yeah, Priyanka.
Bye.
Second point.
Ma'am, can I talk?
Yeah. Yes, please. But be brief so that
Yeah.
KB and
Can you
Monica can
hear
also
me?
speak. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. What I'm saying is,
Yes,
Priyanka,
and
try to be brief so
regarding
that we can give
depression, I would,
time to KB
yes,
as well as Monica. Yeah. Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
So, regarding depression, I wanted to, I have gone through depression for a very long time.
Yes.
Uh, like since I have gone through few incidences in my childhood, not
Yeah.
only in childhood but after that also.
Yeah.
So, depression is something which takes a very long time to what should I say? I mean, it takes for a very long time for a person to go in a depression.
Yes.
People actually get confused between anxiety and depression.
Yes.
It takes a very long time for a person to go in depression and to accept it also.
Yeah.
A depressed person is actually not able to analyze what is going on in the life, whether somebody is doing wrong with him or not. Inside he knows that something is going wrong, but
Yeah.
what exactly is going wrong, that they are not able to analyze.
Okay.
So that is the stage, that is the starting of depression. And
Yeah.
because of that stage, there is a lack of interest in everything, like not taking interest in good things, or maybe your own development. And you become a very extreme person. Maybe you will get scared of each and everything, or maybe I mean, you can easily identify few symptoms that this person is a depressed person by the body language.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
a depressed person, that doesn't mean that he cannot achieve his goals, his or her goals. And talent does not have to do anything with depression. Because
Yeah.
in childhood, when I was going through a sexual assault for near about 7 to 8 years, because
Yeah.
like when my childhood started and things started from from the age of 3 to age of 11. But I used to score good marks,
Yeah.
and after that also I scored well, but I was extremely reserved person,
Yeah.
extremely reserved.
Mm.
And they actually don't like to share their feelings. They will love
Yes.
to cry, they in a going in a corner.
Yeah.
And mostly depression happens when people around you are not able to understand you, or they do wrong with you.
Yes.
And depression, a long term depression has a relation in with childhood. There is
Yeah.
something very wrong has happened in your childhood, then you become a victim of depression, or you might have gone through a very big trauma in your life.
Yeah. Here, Priyanka, see,
Like,
one very important
yes,
thing is that, see, you're talking about real depression, okay? Whereas
yes,
the what Bollywood is talking is about totally something else because these people are all superficial,
Absolutely.
okay? Now you have undergone
Absolutely.
a very bad experience in your life, which has made you depressed, and it's very difficult to come out of that depression, which is exactly what you're explaining to us. So please do not think that we are, trying to ridicule it or anything. We are only differentiating between what happens in Bollywood and to you, and all our hearts go out to you because we know exactly what you would have suffered. Yes, true.
yes,
Absolutely.
ma'am. But one thing is, ma'am, a depressed person cannot get indulged in a very heavy physical activity,
Yeah,
because all the time they have some pressure on their head, due to uh, which they feel tired every time.
Yes.
They feel some load on their head. And when I see schedule of these film stars,
Yeah.
they I see them busy all the time.
So it's totally opposite.
And then they Yeah, and then they say that they are depressed. So I get a shock sometimes that they are superhumans or what.
Priyanka, but depression has also another side to it where a person just plonks themselves into work. So that's also one way of coping. But I'm not saying that they are doing that. But because I've seen friends who have gone through this, and what they do is they just get so busy that there is no time for them to sit down
Take on
and
different
be
ways.
with
Yeah.
themselves. So
Yeah.
that's
Different
one
ways
way
of
to cope
coping.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 different
Ma'am,
ways, Monica.
yeah,
See,
you
she's
are
saying
yeah,
saying,
that
yeah.
Priyanka is saying that she goes to corner and cries. Some people
Right.
immerse themselves in work. So there are
Exactly.
different
So
ways
the
of coping.
coping
Yeah,
mechanisms are different,
different.
but that's also one way to cope. I mean,
Yeah,
one
Yes,
way that
Monica.
people cope.
Monica, I'd like to say there is that
Yeah,
what people who do they immerse themselves in work is to avoid
absolutely.
thinking. Because in
Yeah,
depression, what
yeah,
happens? You go back into thinking. What is happening to me? Who did what? You keep
yes,
on rewinding
yeah.
the same
You're
situation in your
ruminating it,
mind.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah,
ruminating. So the person who goes into the full speed work is trying to say, no, I'm not going to think. No, I'm not
yeah.
going to think. That's why
Because
he
when
or she
mhm.
immerses into work.
yeah.
Absolutely,
Back to you,
because when
Priyanka.
I went through my postnatal, that's what
Yeah,
I did.
yeah,
I just
Yes.
immersed myself into work. You know.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
to cope with the depression. So, but
Yes,
I
So
want
yes.
to tell Priyanka one more thing. Priyanka, I'm very sorry to hear about what you have gone through. My full
Yes,
empathy is
Priyanka.
with you. I wish you more strength. I want to tell you, please think positive because it's a thought process which helps you overcome everything. Even when you go to the doctor or the psychologist, he tells you to think in a different way. So
Yeah,
please
yeah.
try to overcome the thought process. I'm sure you will succeed. Just think positive and look in the positive side of life.
sure, sure.
And whereas you are really a victim of depression, I appreciate that. Please get the treatment done. But in Bollywood, in most of the cases, I'm sorry to say, it is a pretense of depression. It is not a
Absolutely.
real
Yes.
depression. It
Yeah.
is like, for example, I can tell you, I had never met SSR, but I can tell you he was never a patient of depression, whatever anybody can say.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
Depression
things
is
like
a
that.
image branding in Bollywood, so it's not a
Yes,
genuine case.
yes,
It's more like
yes.
trying to build this image or this aura around them. You know.
yeah,
So depression is given as an excuse for administering drugs or
yeah,
whatever,
Yes.
you manipulating a person. This is what is
Absolutely.
happening, which
yeah. Back to
we are
you,
condemning.
Priyanka. Yeah,
Yeah.
Priyanka, please continue. Yeah, please continue. Priyanka.
I think she's done.
Yeah, Priyanka,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah,
So
yeah. Please
I
continue.
was saying that uh, actually because of net, sometimes I'm not able to see faces.
Yeah,
Another ma'am was saying that a lot of people indulge in very heavy activities also. That's right. But what happens when they come back to home? Because I have also gone through this stage where, since I was not able to get somebody's support and counseling and all, so I thought that I should get indulged in activities around whole the day. But they cannot indulge in very heavy physical activities like exercises and all. And even if they do it, मैम मुझे ऐसा लगता था ना, जब मैं सुबह उठती थी नेक्स्ट डे, मुझे ऐसा
uh,
लगता था मेरे बॉडी को और मेरे सर को पूरा तोड़ दिया है.
uh, uh, okay.
या तो वो चीज, बिकॉज ऑफ स्ट्रेस, योर बॉडी फील्स सो टायर्ड दैट यू डोंट लाइक टू कम आउट ऑफ योर बेड,
Yeah,
यू डोंट वांट टू. तो वो चीज होती है. और एक डिप्रेशन में नींद तो आती नहीं है. आप कितने भी काउंसलिंग लो, कुछ भी कर लो, वो धीरे धीरे ही ठीक होता है. मेडिटेशन हेल्प्ड मी अ लॉट.
Yeah.
And creativity helped me a lot.
Yes. Yes. Those are the important points. Yes. Okay. Back to you, Monica. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, so just following what she was saying,
Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting.
actually,
What I do,
yeah,
what I find is Priyanka is very brave, and she's finding out
absolutely,
different ways to
Priyanka. I'm
cope
so
and get
proud
out
of
of
you.
it. Yes, we are proud of you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we are very proud of you. Okay, you just hang in there.
I
It
feel so
does
good when she comes.
pass.
I feel very good when she comes online because she's so full of life. And it's sad that something like this happened, but she's brave
Hmm.
enough to come out of it and speak about it, which is
Oh,
a very,
absolutely.
very, a big thing that you're doing.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
100%.
Just hang
Yeah.
in there. Okay, it
Yeah.
will
So,
pass.
Monica,
And
you were speaking about, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so basically a couple of years back, something happened in my life as well. I
Yeah.
don't really want to talk about that,
Yeah.
but what it did do is, yeah, I was suffering from depression for a very long time. At that time, of course, like you go for therapy, you try to hang out with your friends,
Yeah.
but I would say that everybody's journey is going to be different, and like there is no one way or one solution out of this problem. It's more
Yes.
like a day-to-day thing. Like you get up every day and you set short goals for yourself.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I came to the point where I was not even feeling like I want to shower or I want to take
Yeah.
care of myself. Like it was that bad. And this was many years back. So,
Yes.
I mean, what I can tell Priyanka is that it does pass,
Yeah.
and just believe in yourself and pray. Like prayer really, really helped me so much, Like every day just keep praying, and like somehow the right people just tend to come into your life. Like see, today you are on this life, you have said it out. Now
Yeah.
there are people who are going to pray for you and wish for you,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you are going to get those vibes, and it's going to help you. Yeah,
Yes.
it's going to
Absolutely.
pass. You're a very, very strong girl, very strong. And I would like to say, if no one has said this to you in your life, I would like to say that I'm so proud of you. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
KB? Yeah. Okay. So back to you, Priyanka. Anything you'd like to add? Yes.
I think she's
The
mute.
biggest, yeah, the antidepressants and all, they don't help actually. One
Yeah.
should even not indulge in too many tablets and all, because उसके बिना फिर आप बहुत उस पे depend हो जाते हो.
Yes.
Ma'am, when I was going through depression, I was going through so many things in my life. तो
Yeah.
मेरे को तो जो एक चीज ने help किया था, एक तो meditation, and
Yeah.
second जो था like creativity. I indulged into dancing.
Yeah.
That helped me a lot, because
Mhm.
it was like a totally opposite thing which
Yeah.
happened. I started.
Yeah. Yeah.
सो मेरे को मैम मैं आई डोंट वांट कि मैं बार बार ये चीज बोलूं, बट लोगों को ये पता होना चाहिए. मैम मेरे को इतना प्रॉब्लम था कि मुझे नींद बिल्कुल नहीं आती थी, बिल्कुल
Yeah.
भी नहीं आती थी. मतलब
Mm.
पूरा रात निकल जाता था, सुबह 5 बजे नींद आती थी. तो
Okay.
देन यू हैव टू गो टू ऑफिस ऑल्सो. So
Yes.
I took a few sleeping pills for very short period, because I thought that I'll get dependent on it. तो मैम मैं रात में म्यूजिक लगा के मैं कॉन्टिन्यूअसली 1-1.5 घंटा डांस करती थी. मैं इतना डांस करती थी कि मैं थक के सो जाती थी.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
how
that
I
was, yeah.
indulged in
That's a good, yeah. That's a good way of.
creating.
Mm.
Yes. Then I started few other things, because I realized that creativity helps a lot to come out from a depression.
Yeah.
Then like
Absolutely.
music and all I started.
So you found your own methods, which is very good.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. KB, would you like to join us? I don't know
Yeah,
whether
I'd
KB
like
is
to
there.
join in.
Yeah.
I
KB,
just
yeah.
wanted to, what Priyanka says, I can understand what she has gone through, but there's not one yardstick that measures up for all.
Yeah.
because I have also
Right.
handled the patient of depression, and I
Yeah.
know this that there are different ways. Like
Yeah.
for in the case of my family member, it was the family support which mattered a lot,
Yes.
and
Yes.
prayer. You know,
Yeah.
there's a magic in prayers. So the
Yeah.
power of prayers and the family support to make
Yes.
the depressed person feel wanted
Yeah.
and feel that he or she is doing something worthwhile in life.
Okay. Now, Parul,
That
can
was
you
my
join
take.
us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Parul, can you join us?
Hello, Minaji. Good morning to
Hi,
Welcome.
Paul.
everyone.
Welcome.
Hello. Good
Good
morning.
Hello.
morning.
I have one question to Dipti ma'am. मैं
Yeah.
उनकी जो वीडियोस है आपके मैं रोज इतनी बार देखती हूँ कि मेरे हस्बैंड बोले अब तुम पागल हो गई हो
हाँ.
एक वीडियो में मोर देन 20 टाइम्स मैंने देखे होंगे जैसे साल की डायरी से तो मुझे एक क्वेश्चन दीप्ति मैम को है कि वो बोल रही है कि शी इज फेसिंग लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम यू नो कि दूसरी जो है एसएसआर ने जो उसकी ड्राइव करी है उसका जो इंटरफेस है वो एक दूसरे से लिंक है तो दीप्ति मैम आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर सकती हैं कि सीबीआई वाले भी वो ड्राइव को रीड कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे हैं इज देयर एनी वे वेयर
Yeah,
शी कैन
that's a question we can
आइडेंटिफाई
ask her. Yeah, Parul, because she's not here with us now.
या
So
आई नो
that's a
मैम
question
सॉरी
definitely.
मैं
Yeah, we can
जब
ask.
भी यानी आपका होता है दैट
Definitely.
टाइम यू नो
Yeah, it's an important question. Yes.
एंड वन मोर क्वेश्चन जो अभी जो महंत नरेंद्र गिरी है जिनकी डेथ हो गई है
हाँ, हाँ.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है वो मर्डर है क्योंकि अगर
Yeah.
उनको उनका लाइफ एंड ही करना था तो वो महासमाधि भी ले सकते थे ना
Yes,
We
yes.
spoke
वो
Those
about
people
that.
are too great. You know, they
right?
are in another
महासमाधि
realm.
और वो योगी अगर उनको कुछ
हाँ.
प्रॉब्लम था तो वो योगी जी को फोन करके भी बोल सकते थे कि
Yes,
भाई मुझे
yes,
अभी नहीं
100%.
रहना है
Yeah, yeah.
आई वांट टू टेक महासमाधि एंड आई वांट टू एंड माय लाइफ
Yes, that's
वो
what they
ऐसा
do.
ऐसा ये
Usually at
सब
that
क्यों
stage,
करते
they'll do that.
सो मैम मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है क्या हम एक ऑरेंज प्रोटेस्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं हिंदुत्व के लिए
कर
जैसे
सकते
आपने
हैं.
ये तो
Yes,
आई थिंक
yeah,
सभी लोग ऑरेंज
certainly. Yeah,
कपड़े
yeah.
पहन के आएंगे and या उनके लिए कि एटलीस्ट
Okay.
कुछ करना चाहिए एंड ही वाज वेरी एक्टिव मेंबर ऑफ दिस राम मंदिर का जो मूवमेंट है
Yes,
उसके लिए
yes, yes,
तो आई वांट कि हम भी ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हैं उनके लिए
yes.
क्योंकि
Okay,
उनका जो डेथ हुआ है वो वेस्ट नहीं जाने देना है
okay. So we will plan that, Parul. Okay, we will plan
बस
that.
इतना ही कहना था एंड
Thank you so
आई एम
much.
रियली अगेन थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर
Not at all.
लिसनिंग मी and you guys are doing excellent job. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it,
Thank you.
everyone.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
we
taking
have
a leave.
Sure.
Thank you.
the
Have
next
a good
person
day ahead.
to join
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Bye.
That's Shambhavi.
Hello, hi Meenaji, hi
Yeah, hi,
everyone.
Hi.
Big fan of this channel. I'm always in the background, really. Never, this is my first time, so I'm
Yeah.
very happy to join you guys.
Thank you.
I just want, I've been, reading comments and also hearing to everybody. I just have few things
Yeah.
I want to share. Around depression, firstly, I think depression, they've made it such a big topic that, it's now interfering with our daily life. We're not able
Yeah.
to differentiate the real depressed person around us. So even if
Yes.
I want to help someone, I
Yeah.
first question, is that person really depressed or just making it up? Right? If
Yeah.
celebrities can use depression to their benefit, even
Yeah.
common people can use it. Right?
Yeah.
So we start questioning basic values of humanity, and that's
Yeah.
what we should stop.
Yeah.
Secondly, I feel there could be real cases in celebrities also for depression, and that could also mainly happen because as obviously Priyanka stated, it could be from if it's long term, it could be something happened to you when you were a
Yeah. See,
child or
Shambhavi here,
during a
I'd
teenage.
like to say, what I'd like to say, Shambhavi here, is we are not painting everybody with the same brush. It's not that, see, everybody in Bollywood doesn't face into depression. No. The cabal, they are using this depression theme to whitewash the murders that are happening. So we're not
True.
we're not
Correct.
saying that everybody in Bollywood is like that. Yeah.
No, I agree with you 100%. I just
Yeah.
wanted to, sort of point out specifically add Deepika
Yes.
to be
See, for
honest,
example,
right?
Priyanka has come
Because she's
out
such a
and
big
she's
actress.
speaking about an incident which is so painful as a child. She doesn't even know who's protecting her and who's abusing her. So she's come out with that. And this is a genuine case. And we have to listen and appreciate the fact that, see, she has been brave enough to come out. Yes, yes, Shambhavi. Yeah. Please
No, I
continue.
seriously salute her. I mean, today, you should have guts even to come onto this platform and talk
Yes.
about it
Yes.
because people, Indian mentality, we hide all of this.
Yes.
I'm
True.
basically, residing in London today, and when
Yeah.
people have a problem, they talk about it
Yeah.
openly and they're proud of expressing it. Whereas in
Yeah.
India, we are a little,
Yeah.
oh my God, what will people think,
Yeah.
right? Or a chalta hai attitude where they say,
Yeah.
oh, this is okay, this happens everywhere.
In
That is
fact,
something.
Shambhavi, see, the first thing that we should throw out of the window is Zamana kya kahega?
Oh,
Zamana
yes.
kya
Big
kahega
time.
doesn't matter at
Big
all. They
time.
are your enemies. Throw them out of the window.
Absolutely.
Throw them into
Please
the
don't
sea.
bother about this
Lock them
Zamana
in a box
and this
and
low.
lose the key. That's what you should do with
True.
with society. They don't
Absolutely.
care two hoots.
Yes.
Absolutely. Spot
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. True.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just for our upcoming generation or people who are at least around us,
Yeah.
obviously Priyanka would know better, but talking to somebody around you, maybe your parents, friends, or even some stranger whom you can confide in, maybe, it might help. Journaling might help. People have
Yeah.
journals. Sushant had a journal, right?
Yeah.
So journaling always helps. I'm not saying Sushant was depressed. No, I am pro Sushant anyways. Anybody talks
Yeah.
about Sushant, I counsel that person. So I am
Yes.
always in
Me
Sushant's
too.
favor.
Yes.
And always,
Me
as
too.
Priyanka also said, like distracting yourself, taking up some activity. Even when there is noise around you, you close your ears, right? To make sure that it doesn't affect you. Same thing is with any kind of negativity that is around you. I think it's
Yes.
best to distract yourself just to take your mind away. So
Yeah.
that's one thing on depression I wanted to share. The other
Yeah.
thing I wanted, everybody's talking about, Rajasthan, and I'm
Yeah.
sure because India has such a, vast history, one of the oldest civilizations and everything. But one temple that I can talk about is in Goa, basically.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's not exactly Goa, but it's Sindhudurg area of
Yeah.
Goa, near
Yeah.
Bengulla.
Yeah.
It's called the Vetoba Temple. I
Okay.
just wanted to share one thing from that temple is usually we don't hear, but there people offer Kolhapuri chappals to the god as a mannat to say,
Yeah.
either once you fulfilled, I'll give you big size chappals, right? And if the god is happy with you or is fulfilled your mannat basically, you will see that the chappals are used all of a sudden,
Yes. Yes.
right? And they are really big in size. They're not your human size.
Yeah.
So it is said that the god walks in those chappals every night and guards the whole village, basically,
Yeah.
right? So there are too many stories that are in India, and we keep hearing. And you are right that our history books need to change. There are so many people who host YouTube channels who
Yeah.
just talk about India's history. I think if
Yes.
we get them together, those experts, and tell them as their neutral person to write our history books, I think our children will be more educated and correctly educated,
Yeah. Right.
right? Because
Yeah.
the kind of education today we have in India, as we all know and we say, I don't know
Yeah.
where I'm applying it to my real life, right?
Yeah.
A lot of things I don't even understand or apply. So what is the use of
Yeah.
just learning it by heart like a parrot and vomiting it in the exams, as we say,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yeah, I
So
think it
it
should
would
be
make
more
more sense
vocational
to
based.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly,
Can I
absolutely,
bring in
and
Tezpur? Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah. Shambhavi, I'll just give Tezpur a chance, please. Yeah. Please come in.
Sure.
Please come in, Tezpur.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I can hear you.
Uh, I was
Yeah. I
listening
can
to
hear
the
you, Tezpur.
discussion on depression and
Yeah.
anxiety.
Yeah.
So these two are two opposite things. Like depression, the speed slows down, and anxiety, the speed is more.
Yeah.
So the treatment is accordingly that way. In anxiety, we try to bring down the speed. Okay. It is said that
What are
speed
you? Are you a
thrills, but
doctor?
it kills. So
Yeah. Are you a doctor,
no,
Tezpur?
I am on the mobile. And in depression, we try to increase the speed. That's the
Okay.
simple thing. The brain cell
Now,
slips
what is your
and we have to
specialization?
activate the brain cells. And in anxiety, it's just the opposite. The brain cells fires and we have to bring it down.
Yeah.
But anyway, these problems accompany other problems also. So
Yeah.
it's very important. Today,
Before
I
you
was
continue,
last 4 days, I was attending a
Tezpur.
conference in
Yeah.
Nimans.
Before you continue, just tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, I am Nagendra Jain.
Yeah.
I have done my MSc in yoga.
Yeah.
So I've worked in this field in
Okay.
depression and anxiety. I keep coming on your channel.
Yeah.
You might be knowing through Nagendra, my name.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
So I've worked in this field and we have found very good results of yoga. And today I was incidentally attending one conference last 4 days in Nimans. So
Yes.
all the people from all over the world, it was a conference on neuroscience and uh, consciousness.
Yes.
And I was so thrilled that medical science is now recognizing the importance of yoga, meditation, pranayam in curing these diseases. And Niemans has a exclusive center for these things,
Yeah.
exclusive
But
center for
see,
consciousness,
here,
for yoga.
what I'd like to say is that, see, yoga has always been the most important science as far as
Yeah,
India is concerned.
yeah,
It's only, some of us who have mocked it and not given it the
yeah.
importance. When Narendra
Now,
Modi took it out and he started,
yeah,
publicizing it, people started waking up. Otherwise, most Indians know. I mean, all of us, if
yeah,
you're asking me, I only go towards yoga or Ayurveda, when I fall
yeah.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened? It was such a grand program, such a grand. It's there in the YouTube. All of you can see it, and so many speakers from all over the world came. And the
Yeah.
only one thing I found that the only solution is meditation, music, and that also Indian music. Remember that.
Which is
And
what Priyanka
like
said.
Priyanka says, dance.
Yeah,
In depression, dance helped her because dance is a movement. I said
yes.
no. In depression, the speed comes down. So anything that adds to the speed will cure you, will help you, like
In fact,
running.
see, let me just tell you
Yeah,
one more thing. All the people who are online as well as out. See, some of the gurus, you will see Indian gurus. What they say is, first, before you start meditating, they ask you to just listen to music and sway. Okay,
yeah,
why
Yes.
do you dance? You dance because you start making your limbs loose and you allow
yeah,
the energy to go inside. So I'm
yeah,
sure he could explain it better. But again, see, as elucidated by Priyanka as well, dancing is something that makes you happy, and your mind serene.
there
Yes.
is
And
a
also, it
there is a
releases
scientific
your
reason. I can
stress.
exactly
Yes.
explain that.
Yeah.
What
But you'll
happens
have to be brief,
in depression?
Tezpur. You'll have to be brief because
Yeah,
we are
I'll
having
be brief.
this.
I'll
Everybody's
just be
sharing.
brief.
Yes. Yeah.
One thing I would like to say: go for early intervention. Don't wait for the problems to become big.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's the important message I want to give. In case of this problem, these problems are very easily curable. At least you can manage this. Even if it's not curable, it's manageable. So go for an early intervention and go for a good center like Nimhans or a good yoga teacher. They will, or a good yoga center. They will definitely help you. So
Yes.
don't wait. In this
Yeah.
cases, don't wait.
Yeah.
Take the best consultation possible, best experts possible,
Yeah.
and they will definitely help you come out of this problem. We all go through it. It's not a stigma. We all go through it at one phase or other. Sometimes it's seasonal, sometimes it's a one off thing, sometimes it may be chronic, but still you go for a doctor, the best person who knows, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or a neurologist, or a neuropsychiatrist, whoever is possible, please go and consult. That's the important thing. And the Bollywood depression is totally cooked one.
Yes.
That's
It's a
a
good.
script
Yeah.
written.
In
That's
fact,
a
here,
well-defined script written.
yeah. In fact,
So
here I'd like to make an important point. There was a short video of a father, somewhere in Europe, trying to console his baby. His baby was crying very loudly. And then what this man did was, the father did was, he just kept chanting Om. And the moment
Yes.
he chanted Om, the baby would go to sleep.
Sleep.
So all these
Yes.
mantras and these syllables, they have so much of value. They calm our system. They make us much more, alive. So it's very true what you said, and Priyanka, what you also said. Yes, KB, would you like to come in?
Yeah. Yeah. In continuation of the depression discussion, what I would like to say is that all of us in life have ups and downs.
Yes,
We all go through these stages of when we
absolutely.
feel the stress is too much for us to take.
Yeah,
So my thing is that firstly we shouldn't get boggled down by that,
yeah,
but then everybody has a capacity of withstanding anything. You
yes,
know, some people are comfortable carrying a 5 kg weight. Some people cannot carry even 2 kgs of
yes,
weight. It's
yes,
something like that with stress also.
Yeah.
So if you feel that it's too much, you cannot handle it, always seek intervention. Always seek medical advice. Don't
Yeah.
think, oh my, I will not take a medical medicines. People will
Yeah.
think मैं पागल हूँ. Don't think
Yeah.
that way. Think
Yeah.
that I'm looking for a cure to my problem.
Yeah.
Just like if you have diabetes or high blood pressure, you go to the doctor and take the medicine. So also this is a disease. You're not helpless, so you have to get it treated.
Yes.
This is what I would like to say as far as depression is concerned. But
Yeah.
the Bollywood one, as somebody rightly said, it is all concocted. It
Yeah.
is, I mean, if a person, a healthy person going to the gym gets a heart attack at 40, it's unbelievable. There is more to it than meets the eye. Yeah. And
Yeah.
even as far as this 72-year-old Mahantji, I'm dead sure it is not a suicide and it is a murder. And I'm sure in time it will be proved what exactly had happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
Bollywood depression, ma'am, it may
Yeah.
be a
Dhruv,
Karan
can you
Johar
join
film.
us?
Karan Johar film also.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dhruv,
I
can
mean,
you come
this
in?
is a
Yeah.
uh,
Good evening to all the wonderful panelists out there.
good evening.
Jay
Good evening.
FG,
Good
Monica,
evening.
Priyanka ji,
Yes.
KBG, and I
Yeah.
think it is Nagendra ji. One with the
Yeah.
yes. Yes, I am not able to read out your name because I've left my specs back home.
Shambhavi.
Shambhavi.
Shambhavi ji. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just came here to make two beautiful points, Minaji, when yoga is
Yeah.
into the picture. See, the transformation of energy and movements into your spirituality, and from the rich sharira to the sthula sharira to the sukshma sharira, is nothing but yoga, because
Yes.
yoga is that beautiful transformation or that beautiful transition from chakras to your kundalini to your adhyatma.
Yes.
Adhyatma is nothing but the bridge which connects you to Paramatma.
Yeah.
Because yogena chittasya palena vacha malam sharirasya chavaidyakeha yogadi rajam prabalam munina patanjalim pranjalitana tosmi is what Patanjali Muni had written yoga is all about. Now there is
Yeah.
a beautiful yoga instructor in the form of Nagendra ji. We have Priyanka ji as well. Meena ji, even you have practiced yoga. So each and every one of us knows the importance of this. Now the vibrational angle or the music or the dance, why we are told to do it. See, when we go inside the temple, we see the sound of the ringing bells and so many things happens. There are
Yes.
two types of vibration. One is positive vibration, one is a negative vibration. Now, positive vibration is something which makes you happy.
Yes.
Negative vibration is something, or negative energy.
Yeah.
Urja and Kali Shakti. In Hindi, if
Yes.
we speak, or in Sanskrit, if we speak, Urja is a positive energy.
Yeah.
Kali Shakti is something which is a Kali Shakti is not the Lourdes Kali, black magic, Kali Shakti, that Kali.
Yes. Mm.
So Kali Shakti is something which is a negative energy. So
Yeah.
yoga actually, when we dance or when we sing or when we shake our head to the music, whatever is told, we are throwing the black energy out from our body for the universe and pulling the positive from the universe into our body. This is the point I wanted to make now.
Yeah. Fine. Fine. Yes, it's right, Dhruv. Very well said.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. I would like to also talk a few other things. May I?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah. My on the topics that you have talked about today, the first thing I would like to express my strength and being together with Rabia ji.
Yes.
That is one lady I have got a huge respect. Kudos to that lady.
Yeah.
And when she comes on the show and talks to us, and every time she has to relive whatever had happened with her daughter, I'm sure it must be so painful for her. She comes and goes through the whole motions, but I'm sure after the show she must be exhausted and she must be having a tough time coming back to terms with
Yes.
the realities.
Yeah.
So, like a
Yes,
mother
just
losing a child.
yeah, 1 second, KB. Let me just
Yeah.
answer this lady. She's been asking this question quite some time. Lakshmi is
Okay.
saying, I heard it's shut for some trade license violation. ABVP did some protest. See here, Lakshmi, they are just saying that it is closed because they don't have the proper health license and that there was no hygienic cleanliness there. But actually, it is the protest that has made them shut the restaurant. But AAP is the governing party in Delhi, so they're just trying to make concoct fictitious stories around. Suddenly, did the health ministry wake up? I mean, what happened? How do they give licenses? Then ARP should be pulled up, and we want to know how many restaurants don't have a health license. If you woke up only when we asked you, for the bad luck of that restaurant, that means that there may be other million restaurants which don't have a proper license. So ARP, the problem is first with you, only then with the restaurant. So here, Lakshmi, I think it's they're just trying to pull wool over your eyes. The fact is that there was too big a protest for them to do anything about it, and that's why it was closed.
Ma'am, can I
Sure.
make a short
Yes, I think
comment
we
on
need
Rabia ji?
need to continue. Yeah.
Can I make a comment on Rabia ji?
Yes, please.
I'd like to say one thing. I feel she has not lost. She has won. She has won the hearts of people of India.
Yes.
And being a fighter, she has shown that she is a winner.
Yes.
The losers are those people, those cowards,
Yeah.
Yes.
those who can kill in the darkness, but they are not ready to face the law. They are trying to shield the law.
Yeah.
They are trying to manipulate the law. These people are covered. They have suffered the defeat. They have lost their image. And once Chanakya said very beautiful lines that death is better than disgrace.
Yes.
Death is better than disgrace. These people are disgraced people, fallen people. Rabia ji is in my eyes, she is a winner.
See,
She's a
here,
great winner. And
here,
her
Nagendra.
bonds with her daughter
Yes.
is so strong, so loving.
See, Nagendra,
She has not
here I'd
lost
like
her
to
for a moment.
Yeah, here I'd like to make a point. Don't think that the culprit who murdered her is having an easy life. He's
Yes.
not getting any
Yes.
movies. He's only
Yeah.
getting movies from his what you call his patron. There is nobody offering him any movies, and the only actresses who are acting with him are the patron's girlfriends or their sisters. Okay,
And
so
ma'am,
he's also undergoing what do you say? He's a living dead.
yeah, ma'am, he is dying every day. That girl died once, but this person, living person,
Absolutely.
he knows the truth and he is dying inside every day.
Yes.
And his soul is also death.
Yes.
But Rabiaji's daughter's soul is alive.
Yes.
She's alive in our heart, in our heart, in people's heart. But these people are dead before they are dead.
Yeah, ma'am, sorry, I was interrupted halfway through the Rabia ji's thing. What I would like to say is, हिंदी में एक कहावत है, जो अंधेरे में वार करता है, वो डरपोक है. So these people have hit in the sly. One thing. Second thing is they say that a coward dies many times before his death. The brave die but once. So the cowards who have killed her, I don't know how many times they are dying every day and reliving next day. So they are the losers.
Yes.
Rabia ji is the hero in our eyes because she is standing for the truth and she is standing for justice for her daughter. Even if she has to stand alone, she had said that one day, but she will never be alone. We will be with her. Wherever Rabia ma'am is, I want her to know that we will be with her in this fight for justice till the end. And she will get justice. I do believe in the divine intervention. Look at where Vaze is today. Look at how Parambir is hiding for his life. So
Like they
I'm
say,
sure
right? Karma.
karma
It's all
will come
karma.
back and haunt and bite you. It is true.
Shambhavi?
So
Yeah, would you like to say something, Shambhavi? Shambhavi?
Sorry, I was on
Shambhavi
mute.
is not there.
No, definitely. I mean, I agree to. Hello? Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you, Shambhavi.
Yeah, so no, I was just hearing to everybody. I don't really have any inputs to say for anything. Just, I wanted to sign off from this chat and say, thank you for inviting me to your chat and accepting. I will be always following your channel and going through your videos. I'm a different
Very
time
nice.
zone, but I make sure because I've hit that subscribe bell, I get that notification. Even if I'm at an office now, I make sure that right.
See, here, I'd like to tell
quietly,
all of you
silently.
that I'm very grateful for what you do, Shambhavi. All of you. I mean, for joining me. It's a very big thing that you're doing, devoting time for this channel and listening to us, and not only listening, participating and giving your viewpoints, because no one viewpoint is the correct one. When you give your viewpoints, we get so many voices.
Absolutely.
And from that, we can gather what is wise, and use it.
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very
Monica?
true.
Yes, like
Absolutely.
what
I mean,
which you were saying. Yeah.
just one last thing, right?
Yes,
We
Shambhavi.
get
Yeah.
scared to voice our opinions or take action on anything
Yeah.
because we are scared for our family members and friends, etc. We always
Yeah.
feel, I can take that action, I can go ahead and voice, but these people are goons and they might attack or do something on my friends,
Yeah.
families, extended.
Yes.
There are various other ways you can voice your opinion. You don't have to be out in the opinion, right?
Exactly.
For me, coming out on the channel and just voicing my opinion is one such way, right?
Yeah.
You have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything, right? Promote channel like yours. Speak to your friends, as Didi says. Talk to your friends, relatives about Sushant's diaries, right? Spread the word. That is one
Yeah.
way you can contribute. So
Yes.
there are multiple ways. We don't have to be scared. Rabia ji
Yeah.
never thought, oh, I have another daughter, I have my husband, they can,
Yeah.
kill us
Exactly.
also,
Yeah.
right? If
Yeah.
she would have thought that,
Absolutely.
then she wouldn't be fighting
Yeah.
Priya's justice.
Yes.
Yes, Sambhavi, we must speak up for the truth. We must stand for the what
Absolutely.
is just. Otherwise, how are we
Absolutely.
better than them? We should always stand up for what is right.
See,
The
like
conscience should speak.
yeah, like even
Yeah.
Lord Krishna said, right, that even seeing injustice and not doing anything about it is also a form of
Yes. Yes.
injustice as well. You know, you are being a part of the crime.
Yeah.
You know, so if you see it, please say something and don't
Yeah.
just stay mum and be like a spectator. You know,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
So,
You are like an
ladies and
accomplice.
yeah,
The
yeah,
ladies
biggest,
and gentlemen.
absolutely.
So
the
let us
biggest
close this
judge.
session. Yeah.
Sure, sure,
On
Meenakshi.
this note, thank you so much, Monica, Shambhavi, KB,
Thank you,
and Jaydev.
Minaji.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jaydev.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Thank
Thank
you,
Monica.
you.
thank
Thank
you.
you,
KB,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you. And
We
good
have
Have a
night to
great
all
night.
your
as of
viewers
tomorrow,
and good
Nidhi
night,
Kukreja is
Minaji,
joining us.
Jaidev ji.
So
Good night.
please
Who's
come
joining?
and join us.
Who's
Nidhi Kukreja,
Nidhi.
mother of
Oh,
Janvi
Kukreja
Kukreja.
Nidhi.
ji. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Nidhi ji.
yes,
Acha. Okay,
So
okay.
see you tomorrow.
yes.
Okay.
Good
See
Right.
night.
See
you.
you
Good
all. Good
night.
night. Good night.